There's a topic I want to talk about, Sai, and this is not for everyone. Um, so, any topic ya finances. Personally, when I view finances, um, so money is the root of all evil. There's a reason as to why money is the root of all evil. Need you, when money is involved, it brings out the worst in people, and that is something that I am consciously aware of. Juu nimeona I have seen friendships break. Nimeona so many relationship zikiend juu ya pesa. So for me personally, I know I shared my story that um, one of the areas I struggled a lot was finances. Due previous to my stories, I nilikuwa today. I was trying to live a life here, and I'm telling you, I will survive a week, 1 week na $20 peke yake. And so I was very poor. Nilikuwa in a poor, like extremely poverty mentality. Now it was just because the circumstances zenye nilikuwa around could not let me flourish. And so one thing that I started doing was like nikipata kaka job hapa or something here, like it's crazy when I look back. If I look back, nikiangalia like how did I even survive na $20 ama $50, and still in that amount I used to give. I can't tell you how many times I gave na hiyo siku nililala hivyo, so many times. But this is the other thing yenye Mungu alianza kunifundisha. This is something that God started teaching me. Like one of the things that I realized, and I had to submit to kwa your teaching. And I have submitted to this even now, and I'll submit to this for the rest of my life. One of the things I realized is that first of all, God knows your needs. Mungu anajua all your financial needs. Anajua you need to eat, anajua you need to pay your car insurance, anajua you need this, anajua you need this, anajua you need this. So it's not like he doesn't know that. So and this is why I told you guys, like, you have to be honest with yourself. There are those times like you'll be like, "No, I don't feel," you're like, "Ugh," like I'm about to, like, unaenda unalala njaa, but he knows and that's why I'm telling you, if you're in a relationship, not everything will be peaches and roses. This is a real thing, but it does not take from the whole experience or the whole thing like you have learned. So one of the things I did was like I will give from a place of nothing. So it's almost like ukisoma Biblia kuna the widow's mite mwenye alitoa from a place of um, just of nothing, and she gave all na alipeana. So if you read the might, like ukienda usome that in that context, umse alipeana kama like the value of that money, like haikuwa value, ilikuwa kaa shilingi moja, like 1 shilling, haikuwa like something bigger, like it was 1 shilling. um, but she gave the most juu it was the heart attitude of how she gave. So with this said, mimi, I never let money be the root, like hold on to me so bad. Juu I have a long history of not having anything, and you have to be careful, Jew. Once you start having a steady income, like you can start to deviate. And those of you who have been blessed, when you started from nothing, and now like you have something, like if you're not careful, you can deviate. But for me, I always remember where I came from. I went so many years, but within those so many years, one thing I learned was learn to trust Mungu when it comes to my finances. Even when I gave, I trusted that like he would pay my bills, everything. And I'm telling you, I have had nothing but miracles following me in my life, like deals, like it's almost this has become a lifestyle. You see, this has become a lifestyle. So why am I saying this? So this week I was watching a story, and the story I was watching touched me, and so I felt in my heart I should give something. You see, but I sat and I asked, okay, what am I supposed to give? Like, juu story imeniguza, what can I give? Like, what can I afford? Um, so I got a certain amount. It was less, but that is what I felt that I needed to give. Like, I felt I did that. I gave. I forgot about it. Was it the same week? The the same week I go to my mailbox. Nikifungua hivi, I find a check. The check that I found, man, I can't even. I need to do the math. The check yenye nilifind was 50 times the amount I gave. Yeah. The crazy thing about this amount, I was expecting, but there was a catch. The catch was like, these people wangenikoroga. Like I would like the funny thing is that sikuwa na expect, nilikuwa na expect watanipea almost half of that. Juu I'm on the losing side. Juu wange come up na reasons and I would have, like, ukiangalia from the grand schemes, they had more of like any story wangekuja nayo, I would have had to accept whatever they give me. Like I would have had to accept chochote. Juu first of all, the game here is very unfair, and second of all, like you like they can prove, hey, you did this XYZ, and that's why we took this amount. So I already knew, so I was not expecting that, but it blew my mind. The gist behind it is that I know the circumstance, and I know they could have found ways kuniambia, you did this, tutatoa hapa this amount of money, you know. And I knew that in my mind, nilikuwa najua hivyo. So mimi hata nilikuwa na expect, but I was expecting like less. One thing I did not expect for them to give me the whole amount. So in short, what I'm just trying to say is that if you approach finances from that mindset of like, hey, wakichukua acha wachukue, and I know it's hard for me to say that juu kuna watu, they'll not believe that. Mimi nimechezwa so much that I had to get to that place. But this is why that it doesn't become a root in your heart. Like you don't have a bitterness just because say like swindled you the wrong way. Now I know that this is hard. If you have nothing, you are living in that mindset. Yeah, you got nothing and you need that amount. You know it's hard, but you see when you're in this mindset, you trust and you believe that Mungu anakupigania, and it may not come out as the way you wish, but you do know from your heart of heart that Mungu anakupigania in ways that man cannot fight you. I'm telling you, things are spiritual. Like things are spiritual, and if you start approaching things spiritually and you start aligning spiritually, like you'll start seeing shifts. Especially hata pesa, it's very spiritual. Like it's very spiritual. Like mimi, I have told you guys stories, but I have so many stories of where people wase walikuwa nakuja naniambia manzi nimekuwa nikiota na wewe for almost 3 days or almost 1 day. I feel like I'm supposed to give you shika hii. I'm not the one that caused them to dream like that. Second of all, I'm not the one that gave them your dream. You see, you always manipulate, but that is how I saw. Like God can use people, kuku bless, but you have to be from a place of like that money is not a root in your heart. If he tells you give here, you need to give here without, you just need to give. If you don't like, if you are the kind of person you are given and you are like, let me, like things are gonna be hard. So I thought about sharing that. It blew my mind. Just the same week I gave, and I did not give a huge amount. To me, it was the smallest, but that is the amount that came. And then in the same week, I received that check from this company yenye I was blown away. Juu say walikuwa wamenifunga. Juu say they don't play fair. Let me tell you, I have dealt with them. Now, I can tell you, like their hearts iko kwa pesa. So I was very astonished that walinipea the whole amount. Juu nimedeal na wao in the past. And nakwambia wata create a scenario, like watatumia one little funny thing, like to make you pay for like a big expense, like, and you're like, I have nimedeal na wao, I have dealt with them. I dealt with them one time na I told niliwaambianga nyinyi watu like kuna venye mnafanya watu, it's not like, it's almost mnacheza watu in broad daylight. But so mimi sikuwa na expect. In fact, I expected them kunitumia list, waniambie hii na hii na hii na hii ulifanya, tukachukua hii chukua, we chukua. And I will not have fought them. Mimi singewapiga. I will not have fought them juu they will take away all your strength. But I was shocked to find that.